Hello, everybody. This is Joshua Hayes at BigWayTrading.com coming to you with the stock market update for April Fool's Day. And I did play a little trick on my subscribers today. I really didn't have any computer problems. I really didn't have any problems with my laptop or desktop. I was home all day. So, sorry, I couldn't help it. I guess the chat room went down a couple times yesterday and today, I guess, working to help upgrade their software or whatever for this Configure C. And me and Steve O just thought it might be funny, but then the chat went down again, and that kind of ruined the whole setup of it. But oh well, at least I got who I wanted to get. That's all that matters. Anyway, let's go ahead and start off looking at the charts. New York Stock Exchange, excellent day today. I'm going to go all the way out, use the plus sign. And what I like about the New York Stock Exchange is you can see it close almost near the high of the day. At 50.85 is where it closed. 5100 was the high of the day. The good news is that right before the close in the last hour, the market started to sell off. And sadly, it looked like that we might close red, like we might give up all the gains on the session. But thank God it turned back around and we closed near the highs for the NYSE. Volume was lower, but still, I'm going to show you an index where that wasn't the case. S&P 500. Volume was lower, but once again, as you can see, 811 to close, 813 was the high day, so very positive price action for me. Dow Jones Industrial Average up 2.01%, 7761 to close, 7789 intraday, so I'm very, very happy, okay with that. And then, of course, what I'm even liking better, look at the relative strength line, by the way, down here on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. It's the white line, mind you. Now, while you're staring at the white line, look at the NASDAQ whenever it pops up. So it's kind of obvious that relative strength line tells you which one's strong, which one's weak. So it's obvious that the NASDAQ's been the strong one since the November lows. Also, besides that, it's also been the strong one since the March lows. And today is no exception. Another very positive 1.51%, closed at 1551, only 2 points off the high of day, which is awesome. Volume wasn't only higher, but it was also above the 50-day volume average. And that is a recent trend that we have seen in the month of March. As the downtrend in February started to pick up on heavy volume in March, the uptrend started with volume lower than the downtrend volume. However, the selling, whenever it happened, was always lower than the accumulation days. And after this day, finally the volume bar, that's the biggest upside volume since the lows in November, and it just looks really good. Then it pulled back 2 days, lower volume each day, still above average, but lower than the big up day. Then the very next day, we go higher, above average volume. Next day, we pull back, lower volume. Next 2 days, higher volume, pull back next 2 days on lower volume. Now, the last 2 days, we're up 3.32% on higher volume, as you can see here. And over the 4 days, we're only down 2.23%, and you can see the nice tail on the intraday, on the 4-day chart, excuse me. So the NASDAQ looks great to me. Let's also look at the S&P 600. You can see holding above its 50, not nearly as strong as the NASDAQ. So the NASDAQ is still the one I like the most. Mid-cap 400 seems to be a little bit better, kind of weaker on today. So there is one index that's leading away, NASDAQ. This means that right now, your best charts that you're going to be picking to go long come from the NASDAQ. However, we do have one full sell tonight, and it is a NASDAQ stock. But most of you guys should already be out of 50% because I told you to sell that. However, I'm guilty of not following my own rules, and I still have 60% of it, but I am going to have to get out of all of it now. Still, we don't even leave, me personally, after checking on it, I don't even have it down over 7% in any of my accounts. So I'm only going to be taking a 7% loss. And at the same time, I have many, many charts now. We now have 20 longs. And if you don't remember, it wasn't like, I don't even remember how long ago. It was on the 10th of March. So it was actually like 21 actual physical days ago. We only had 3 longs. We've gone from 3 longs to 20 longs, and from 51 shorts to 32 shorts, which should also tell you something. That goes to tell you that the stocks that we are short are not rallying in this uptrend. And if this uptrend does fail, those shorts are going to probably outperform on the downside, and we're still going to be able to make money after we make money on this uptrend. If the uptrend gets more powerful, these shorts will, by natural instinct, rally on its own as 3 out of 4 stocks follow the general trend of the market, and we will have to cut our loss on them. However, we're out of over 50% on almost every one of these besides our recent shorts. But out of those 32, 24 to 25 of them are long-term shorts where we have gains. So no harm, no foul there. So the longs is what's important. We have 3 new longs tonight, and they're all gold stocks. And speaking of that, let's go take a look at the currencies and the commodities. Oil pulled back today to 48.43. Still had a nice little bullish tail. Was looking weaker intraday. Still, I guess it's a comfort that oil goes down and stocks go up for everybody. The United States dollar, as you can see, still holding in there. We'll see if it can get back above the 50-day moving average, as I not only consider the 50-day moving average very important, but also the resistance level of here, the high of day of that breakdown bar, whenever the Fed decided that, hey, we're just going to print money. We're going to borrow from us in the future to print money for us now. You're welcome, kids. So get rid of that. So the dollar's there. Let's look at platinum. Platinum, nice and strong. Held the 6.2% move, right? Yes, 6.2% move. Not only did it hold it, but now working its way higher, 1% higher. Platinum's looking very bullish, and as you can see, the 50-day moving average looks like it's about ready to kiss the 200. You get the golden cross, you get any kind of pullback to the 50-day moving average. The first time it touches the 50, that's where you'd want to load up if you're not already long platinum from the strong move off the 50-day moving average way back here. Should already be up 27%. Silver also, if you went long silver off the excellent bounce, you're up still at 22%. Remember what I told you. As it bounces around here, this is where you'd want to buy it. You had the golden cross. Now, sadly, the 200-day moving average is still trying to curl under. However, if the silver index can bounce off of here, you want to be very long silver. So I hope that helps. Gold, very nice intraday action. Just didn't close at the high of the day. Hit 932, closed at 928. Still, as you can see, well off the lows of 916, 918 open to close at 928. Everything still looks good. Holding the 50-day moving average along with the relative strength line is still very strong off the September lows. However, none of these relative strength lines of any of these commodities, however, are stronger than the Nasdaq, as the Nasdaq is just on a powerful, powerful mission right now. And that's really good for us. So let's see how much time I've wasted here. Only 7 minutes. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. I'm going to go ahead and bring up part 2 where I'll show you the IBD 185.85 indexes. I don't want to give that out for free, I don't think, anymore, just to respect Daily Graphs Investors Business Daily. I don't think I should be giving that out for free. So, subscribers, we'll have that in part 2. We'll go over our 3 new longs in the same sector. That's at the very top of the top industry groups in the IBD list for the past 6 months. And we'll go over the 1 full sell, and then also part 3 will come, and you can watch that anytime. I'm going to go over the longs that are in the scans. Possible future longs, that are in the scans. Okay, everybody, have a fantastic Thursday. I'll see you when I make my next video.